Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another awareness session of Reconstructing Minds Incorporated in partnership with Positive Lifestyle Management and Project Righteous Endeavors. My name is Shantario, aka Brother Midnight. Man, I'm very excited about this particular awareness session, man. Today we're going to be talking about being persistent, being persistent. And I think it is very important that we understand the dynamics of being persistent. Um, we have a campaign going on right now, free Larry Hoover now, free all political prisoners. And it is imperative that we remain persistent in all our righteous endeavors and calls. So today I'm going to be taking an excerpt from The Voice Vision in reference to being persistent. Okay, reading, going to begin reading at the third paragraph where it says, our concept and ideology of organization. Organization is a unified and consolidated group of people with an executive structure that deals with the well-being of all its people. It's an executive structure of business and enterprise for individual growth and collective acceleration of the body as a whole. It's based upon becoming a proud and productive group of people. Thinking before, when, and after we act, always looking to see the near as well as the far, forever concentrating on our objectives, knowing that miracles only happen in the movies. And in real life, you have to work persistently to win, to be successful. Taking upon this organization's oath of persistence that we will persist in our struggle meaning movement, to become an organizational power of people and will be successful. So when we look at the word persist, brothers and sisters, persist means to continue firmly and obstinately in an opinion or a course of action in spite of difficulty, opposition, or failure. So when we persist to do something, we stand firmly on what we believe. It says we persist in our struggle. Struggle means movement to become an organizational power of people, and we will be successful. And it says, number two, we were not delivered into this world in defeat, nor does failure course in our veins. So we have to remember, brothers and sisters, that no matter where we are at in life, even though failures may happen, that does not mean that we come into this world, that we came into existence to be failures. We have to operate with through the system of the APWW, awareness, preparedness. Who is the enemy? What is the enemy? So we have to be in a state of always utilizing the system of the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. We are not destined to be failures, brothers and sisters. We are destined for greatness. We are destined to be successful. It says, we are not sheep waiting to be prodded by many by the enemies of stupidity and ineffective management of our life's affairs. So we have to remember, brothers and sisters, that our lives, that growth and development is based on lifestyle management. We have to know this. Growth and development is based on lifestyle management. And lifestyle management within itself is living out the 6 principles of growth and development, which is educational, economical, political, social development, organization, and unity. You know, we have to have an education. We have to have GEDs, high school diplomas. And if we have a GED and a high school diploma, we seek higher levels of education, going to college, universities, trade schools, business schools, whatever we can to be productive members of society. We have to know the realms of being economical. We have to become economists over our incomes in order to have a stable lifestyle. We have to be economists over the income that we earn through working a job or being an entrepreneur. That is very important for us to know, brothers and sisters. And once we become good economists, we can work the system of being economical, learning how to be able to generate wealth, you know, but not only just wealth for ourselves, but wealth for the generations to come behind us. We have to educate ourselves, brothers and sisters, you know, and, you know, we have to be mindful of what is going on in our economy. We have to know how to utilize the monies that we are afforded. It says, we are a lion and we refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the enemy. The slaughterhouse of failure is not our destiny. We have to realize, brothers and sisters, that we are not destined to be killed in this society. And when I'm not talking about so much murder, I'm talking about being destitute of knowing our responsibilities to live in today's society. It is very important that we understand that we are not sheep, we are lion. So we live our lives according to the way a lion or a lioness should live. It says, we will not consider defeat. We will remove from our vocabulary such words and phrases as quit, cannot, unable, failure, unworkable, hopeless, retreat, for they are words of fools. And that is true. You know what I'm saying? You know, these words that I just listed, quit, cannot, unable, failure, unworkable, hopeless, and retreat, those words set up a mind state of failure in our lives. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm constantly reminded of that each and every day. You know, I study the teachings of the blueprint each and every day. I am afforded to be a teacher and educate my brothers and sisters. You know, we have to remember, brothers and sisters, that a lot of what we deal with in our lives is because of the way we think. It is psychological. So we have to reconstruct our minds, brother, change the way we think, cognitive reconstruct. We have to change the way we think from negative to positive. Because see, the reason why a lot of us are defeated is because we think negative. Your whole psychological demeanor is built on negativity, gang banging, foolishness. And we need to know, brothers and sisters, that we are not to be out here gang banging. We are not to be out here throwing up signs, even though it has sentimental value. It is a part of our past, but it is no longer a need to represent. We represent by living out the 6 principles of growth and development. Why? Because growth and development builds in stages and degrees. Life within itself is based on growth and development towards a particular purpose. We have, in order to find our purpose in life, we have to change the way we think from negative to positive. It says, we will avoid despair, we will toil, and we will endure. In other words, we will work and we will endure. We will have patience. In the words of my beloved big brother Feet Taylor, we got to do the work and have patience while we endure. Endure is a synonym for patience. We have to be patient. We have to practice patience. We will ignore the obstacles at our feet and keep our eyes on the goals of our organization, for we know that we're dry desert, that where dry desert ends, green grass grows. Life is going to deal you a handful of issues. Every day is not going to be, as they would say, peaches and cream, quote unquote. But we have to be able to see 360 degrees in every situation that we go through. This is a part of the 360-degree cycle of life, brothers and sisters. When hardships come, we learn how to deal with it. How do we deal with it? Taking the common sense approach. And even in taking the common sense approach, we have to remember common sense is not so common. We have to realize, brothers and sisters, that life is not all about just having bad times and good times, but life is full of lessons. It teaches us different things about ourselves and about the people that we come in contact with. So we have to enable ourselves to be able to see these things when they come and face the obstacles head on without becoming too anxious or worried, without becoming fearful about meeting these obstacles that we face. It says, we will persist with knowledge. What does knowledge do? Knowledge gives us the ability to grow and develop through study, observation, and application. That each failure will increase our chance for success at the next attempt. We must fail often to succeed only once. This is the beauty of growth and development within our lives. It says, when others cease their struggle, then ours will begin and our harvest will be full. We will not allow yesterday's success to lull us into today's complacency, or 4, this is the great foundation of failure. We must remember, brothers and sisters, that complacency is one of our greatest enemies. So we have to remember, brothers and sisters, that no matter where we're at, what we're going through, we must grasp an attitude of knowing how and when to handle these situations, to be persistent in our every effort to continue firmly in any course of action that we choose in our lives. You know, to whom much is given, much is required. We are required, brothers and sisters, to live positively and productively in today's society. So I hope and pray that this short lesson on being persistent, as we adhere to the voice vision, that we will consider the things in our lives. The word persistent comes from the Latin verb persistere, which means to continue with strength. Persistent means continuing firmly or obstinately in the course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition, continuing to exist or endure or over a prolonged period. So no matter what we do or what we go through, brothers and sisters, we must continue to persist and be persistent in each and everything we do. My name is Shantario Sane. This has been another awareness session of Reconstructing Minds Incorporated in partnership with Positive Lifestyle Management and Project Righteous Endeavors. I leave as I come with plenty much love to all my brothers and sisters. You know, and to all those celebrating birthdays this weekend, you know, happy birthday to you all, and you be blessed in each and every endeavor in your life. Blessings to you all.